Hello everybody and welcome to Pokemon Type Wild for the third time. This time I'm playing as Lopunny and it's going to be different because this time I'm doing it post-commentary rather than live commentary. Reason being is because I have a bunch of things that I want to talk about that I feel if I'm playing the game I'll focus too much on that and not get out everything I want to say, or I'll focus too much on what I want to say and be playing worse than I normally do. So with that said, first things first, Pokemon Omega Ruby, my playthrough that currently has only 2 parts up. Now the plan with Omega Ruby was that I wanted most of the main characters to be voice acted. I ended up going to the Voice Acting Alliance forums to get a bunch of people to voice act for me from there, and they've agreed to do a bunch of the voices. I think there are 2 roles that are still unfilled, those being Zinnia and Phoebe. I think those are the only 2 left. Everybody else is just about filled. Some people have already sent me their lines. I think I need to talk to other people, ask them to send me their lines. I don't think everybody's from those forums. I think some of the people I ended up getting from the Let's Play subreddit when I was asking them if they knew a place I could go to get voice actors. Some people over there volunteered to help me with the voice acting as well. But with that, I already have uploaded the first 2 episodes, which I had voice acted myself. The next 2, I need other voices for. I have those other voices, except for one. The person I need to voice Wally, I haven't been able to get into contact with. I have their email and stuff, but I haven't been able to contact this person for some reason. It's as though he's just disappeared off the face of the earth, so I don't know what to do about that. Hopefully I could get in contact with this guy again. If not, worst case scenario is I'd have to find someone else to do it, or I'd have to do it myself, which I don't want to have to do, which would kind of ruin the purpose of why I wanted to do it in the first place. Like this whole I want to have this voice acted spawned from I want Wally to have his own voice. So it'd be weird if after all this I'd have to voice Wally myself. So hopefully it won't come to that, but who knows. When I came up with this idea, I thought it was a pretty alright idea. I haven't seen it done before, which is why I want to do it, because I still believe that it's a good idea, and when I have an idea like that, I'm too stubborn to just let it go. I don't want to just start this, have this idea for it, and then just say, you know what, fuck it, I can't get everything together fast enough, I'm just gonna drop it. That wouldn't be fair to the people who volunteered to help me with it. It wouldn't be fair to the people who auditioned for the other roles. And in general, it would just suck if I were to just drop it just like that for no reason. So I do want to continue this. I hope I can continue this, and hopefully someday I will continue this. Aside from that, I'm pretty sure I know roughly how each episode's gonna go. I'm going to attempt to get 1 badge per episode, which for some is going to be impossible because I know the layout of Hoenn already. I know that it's going to be a long stretch between the second and third gyms. So there's probably going to be an episode in between those. That's just me getting between those two cities. After that, I'm pretty sure after I get the 7th badge, there's the whole Groudon event that I have to do. So that's probably going to be its own episode until I then fight for my 8th badge. And from there, do all the stuff to the end. So that's more or less it about Omega Ruby. I really want to get it done. Hopefully I will be able to get it done. And we'll see. So aside from Omega Ruby, I also have Generator X, Agents of Providence. I still want to finish that game as well. I don't even know where that game is. I don't know why I don't know where that game is. I have to look for where that game is. Hopefully I can find it and I will continue it. I think I recorded about an hour and a half of it. So that would be, that was the 6 episodes I put up. Hopefully I'll get back to it and continue it. Maybe I'll finish it. I don't know how long it is. But hopefully I'll get back into that and do that. Outside of that, that's not too big a thing. It's really just what it is. I started it. I want to finish it. And that's about it. I have to get to finishing it. Other than that is the WWE games. Specifically WWE 13. I'm still doing WWE 13 to this day. I'm still finishing the Attitude Era mode. Especially seeing as I've done 3 stories already. And I only have 2 more. The Rock and Mankind. And I'm pretty sure I have the unscripted thing too. It's another thing. I started it and I really don't want to just leave it at Brothers of Destruction. I want to get back to it and I want to finish it. Aside from just WWE 13, let's go back a year to WWE 12. I don't know if I'm going to continue with WWE 12, which would kind of be a waste. Like, I didn't touch the universe mode in WWE 12 just so I could do a full play, just so I could play through the entire universe mode on YouTube. Like, that was my big plan. I wanted to go through all that. I actually wanted to see, like, what would happen with all my created superstars in WWE 12, see how their journey progresses, and then by the end of that, have like 1 year simulated, and by the end of it, have the ending of the universe end in a way that would lead into the beginning of my universe for WWE 13. And then have my WWE 13's universe lead into WWE 2K14's universe. And then 2K14 maybe lead into 2K15, but with what I've seen with 2K15, that wouldn't be possible anyway, because I have a lot of divas that I wouldn't be able to move across because they removed the ability to create divas, which really sucks. They also limit you to 25, and you also can't create your own shows or titles or anything anymore, and I really don't like that. That sucks. If only it wasn't like that. But whatever. Hopefully 2K16 will add in a bunch of the stuff they ended up removing from 15. Because I really like the create modes. That's like one of my favorite parts of the WWE games. And I was hoping that the career mode would also be more entertaining. From what I've seen, it's just, we have nothing. It's just Vicky Guerrero telling you that we have nothing for you. Just do a dark match or something and I'll contact you later if we have something for you. That goes on like every month, and then it's fucking, nope, nothing for you. Try again next month. Until you finally get like a storyline. I was hoping it would be more like WWE, more like SmackDown vs. Raw 2008, where it had steady flowing stories. Like, I remember I had like 2 or 3 stories in that game alone. Like, I was, well, competing for the lead role in a movie, and Booker T threw a stage light at me because he was a fucking salty asshole. And then after that, Mark Henry was mad at me because he got injured when he was in a tag team. He was like my tag team partner for some reason, and he got mad at me after he came back from his injury, like it's my fault or something. And then after that, Matt Hardy's girlfriend, whoever it was, I can't remember, got mad at me because I said no to going out to drinks with her, even though I knew that she was going out with somebody else, and I didn't want to get in a mess with that, but saying no put me in a mess with that. So she lied to Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy and Mark Henry are apparently best friends now, so I had to fight both of them, Mark Henry in a steel cage, and then right after, Matt Hardy. And then 2 of them in a handicap match, with Stephanie treating me like a dog and JBL yelling at me like I'm the biggest piece of shit to ever walk the earth. And I enjoyed that because it was really in-depth for just that game. And I wish that's what they did for WWE 2K15. I wish they had, like, storylines like that, like constant stories. Like, I wasn't bored playing through WWE, playing through SmackDown vs. Raw 2008's universe, career mode, and then looking at 2K15's, it's like, what am I gonna do? Have a match once a month, and then, oh, all of a sudden I'm in a storyline with the Shield. Okay, that's good. And then that's done, and I'm right back on 1 match a month for like 2 years before I finally get a storyline, and then after that I'm stuck on my own for another 2 or 3 years. What's happening? Yeah, I really wish it was better. But no, hopefully they'll see that and upgrade it for the next game, and I guess we'll see from there. So that's about it with the WWE games. The only other things would be other games I have in mind. I'm thinking of doing the Mystery Dungeon series. I really like the Mystery Dungeon games, and I recently got Blue Rescue Team. The reason I picked blue instead of red, even though I had red when I was younger, I picked Blue Rescue Team because I could play it on the DS. And I could play that on my 3DS, which has the capture card. And if I have that, I could record it and be able to do that. So with that, I would be able to do a playthrough of all of them. So I could do Blue Rescue Team, then do Explorers of Sky, then do Gates to Infinity, and after that, the new Mystery Dungeon, Super Mystery Dungeon that's coming out, I think, next year. So that way I can have a full playthrough of all of the Mystery Dungeon games on my channel. I just thought that would be a good idea as well. So, I think that's about it. There are also a couple of fan-made Pokemon games that I saw on Twitter that I think are looking really good. Pokemon Cinder and Foam, Pokemon Ethereal Gates, which the demo is actually coming out in a few weeks, and Pokemon Phoenix Rising. So, those 3 games I'm planning on playing as well. Ethereal Gates, I'm going to play the demo. I'm keeping an eye out for that. Hopefully, when that comes out, I'll be able to do it when that happens. And hopefully it'll be fun. It's looking really good. I like the fact that it has its own, like, full Pokedex. That and Cinder and Foam. I like that they both have their own Pokedexes. Like, complete of Pokemon. Like, Phoenix Rising doesn't, but that's not a problem. That's also looking really good. And I'm hoping that all 3 of them are good. Phoenix Rising, the starter choices being Lilligant, Petalil, not Lilligant and Petalil, they're both the starters. Being Petalil, Growlithe, and Starmie are... you can't make me pick between Growlithe and fucking Petalil, man. Those are 2 of my favorite Pokemon. But anyway, that's about it. Thank you for watching this long explanation, and I'll see you guys next time.